All right.
Recording in progress.
Are you Thomas Sean Malone, appearing from the jail? All right. Case number 21-0158, State of Ohio versus Thomas Sean Malone. Mr. Malone indicated appearing from the jail by Zoom. This attorney is Dennis Kirk. He's appearing on his office by Zoom, and then representing the state is Assistant Prosecutor King, appearing by Zoom in his office. The defendant was arraigned earlier this week on charge of assault peace officer, by order second police officer. Since bail was set while he was not represented under Rule 46, we had to have hearing within 2 business days, so that is today, for the purpose of reviewing the bail. Mr. Kirk, anything you'd like to say?
Hey, Your Honor, obviously coming into this not knowing a lot about his history, I did have him in the prelim, but I would ask the court to consider a bond reduction in this case. It looks like he is not employed, has no means of income, and is unable to make the current bond.
Mr. Kirk? Mr. King?
Thank you, Your Honor. Given the serious nature of these charges, count one being a first-degree felony, and also the defendant also has prior felony convictions for forgery, theft, burglary, and failure to appear, it's the state's position the bond is appropriate at this time.
All right. Well, given the nature of the offenses, both being offenses of violence, and there is a previous conviction I've noted in the Ohio court report, network report, failure to appear, court will leave the bond the same. And we'll proceed with that regular schedule. All right. Thank you. Are you Mr. Henderson?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, your attorney, I believe, is William Armentrout.
Your Honor, I'm filling in for Mr. Armentrout.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. All right. Then this is case number 21-CR-169. State of Ohio versus Brian Matthew Henderson. Mr. Henderson appearing by Zoom from the jail. Mr. Kirk is filling in for defendant's attorney, William Armentrout, for this hearing. Mr. King is appearing by Zoom from the prosecutor's office. Defendant was arraigned, I believe, Wednesday, on charges of aggravated trafficking and possession of methamphetamine, both felonies, first degree, plus a forfeiture specification seeking a forfeited vehicle. Since the bond was set in the absence of counsel under Rule 46, we were required to conduct a bail review. Bond was set at 10,000 SOR and pre-trial supervision. Kirk?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Armentrout just advised me the charges don't have much else going on in this case at this point, but we just asked the court to consider a reduction in the bond. I don't believe the defendant is employed. I believe he is local, and so just asked the court to review the bond.
All right, Mr. King.
Thank you, Your Honor. Given the serious nature of these charges and the fact that the defendant has a prior felony conviction for failure to apply, it's the same position that the $10,000 bond is appropriate. Thank you.
All right, I see the defendant is previously convicted. It looks like 2018 felony says resisting arrest felony, 2 years. They're applying 2019, 24 months. So based on that and the fact these are first degree felonies, we'll have to leave mandatory prison time. $10,000 is I think a reasonable bond, so the court will leave the bond in place. Your attorney will be in touch with you, Mr. Henderson, for your next hearing. I think it's in a couple of weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, are you, Jonathan Douglas Peterson?
Yes.
All right, this is case number 21 CR 174. Dave Ohio versus Jonathan Douglas Peterson. Mr. Peterson was indicted on 2 counts of rape on Tuesday, both first degree felonies with allegations that would contain a life sentence if convicted. This hearing being conducted by Zoom. He's hearing from jail. His attorney, Dennis Kirk, is present by Zoom, and Mr. Kane on behalf of the defendant. All right, Mr. Kirk.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would ask the court to consider a reduction in bond. In this particular case, the defendant was approximately 17 years of age when these offenses were alleged to have occurred back in 2014. Charges were just now brought. He's now about 24 years of age. I don't believe between the age of 17 and now he's had any other charges that I was made aware of. He does have no source of income. He does live locally in Hillsborough and does have some cognitive and other issues going on with him as well. So we'd ask the court to consider a lower bond.
All right, Mr. Kane.
Thank you, Your Honor. Given the serious nature of the charges, the fact that they carry a possible sentence of life without parole if convicted, it's the state's position that the $100,000 bond is appropriate. Thank you.
All right, well, the court, based on the nature of the charges, does find that bail should remain the same, given the nature of the charges, the seriousness of them, and I do have a report from Judge McKenna. Judge McKenna sent an email indicated that he had received the evaluation that was ordered in his report, so I do have that. I have not read it. He indicated that the doctor felt that the defendant was competent. So whatever that's worth. Still my position that the lower court cannot order an evaluation for comes to stand trial because people do not stand trial in the lower court since there are hearings on probable cause. And it's trial court that orders that. But anyway, it was done. Again, I disagree on that. But anyway, it's there for whatever purpose I serve. All right, so we'll see you on your next pre-trial. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I believe that's it for you guys. I have an arraignment here that we're going to do. So,
Okay, thank you.
All right, are you Stephanie P. Fleming?
Yeah.
All right, this is case number 21 CR 162. State of Ohio versus Stephanie P. Fleming. This Fleming is occurring by Zoom from the jail. You were indicted by the grand jury of this county back on September 14th, Ms. Fleming, along with Richard Cola. Looks like you are charged in the first 4 counts of the indictment with 2 counts of aggravated trafficking methamphetamine and 2 counts of aggravated possession of methamphetamine. All of those are second-degree felonies, which if convicted carry a possible sentence as a minimum of between 3 and 8 years, with the maximum being up to half of that added on by the Department of Corrections, their option based upon their evaluation of your term of sentence while you're serving your term. Any sentence set by the court is mandatory. There is also a possible fine of $17,500 and a possible license suspension of 6 months to 5 years. Now, you are entitled to have counsel in this matter. You can't afford to hire one, won't be appointed. I see you have filled out a financial disclosure form. Is everything on this form correct, Ms. Fleming?
Yes.
When were you last employed?
A year ago.
All right, is this the first time you've been in court on this case?
Yeah, I've never been in trouble before.
All right. Court will appoint Catherine Hatner of Hillsborough, Ohio, to represent you. And in the absence of counsel, enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Set a bail review hearing for, check that. Well, let me check that, but right now, I'll set the first pretrial in the case for November the 3rd at 1 p.m. By Zoom. Just have it over here, I guess. Alright. I'll set it and she's after. So I'll set it then. The bail review hearing will be on October the, what is Wednesday, that'd be the 13th. Yeah, at 2 p.m. Alright, final pretrial will be December the 1st at 1 p.m. Trial date will be December the 15th at 8 a.m. Or 16th, 16th? Yes, yes. The trial date is the 15th. Pretrial is the 16th. Oh, I said trial is the 16th. Alright, December 16th then, at 8 a.m. How long have you lived at that address, Miss Fleming?
5 years.
And who are you living there with?
My parents,
Who are they? What's their name?
Barbara Shelton and Joel Sims.
What's the last name?
Joel Sims and Barbara Shelton.
No, okay. Alright, I'm gonna set on the amount of, $10,000 plus open cognizance, which is your promise to appear. And if you don't appear, then you could be prosecuted for additional felony. You'll be required to pay a deposit for service fees required by statute of $171. Make bond to be under pretrial supervision of the probation department on 117 East Main Street in Hillsborough. Report there immediately after the release. You report to them once a week for 4 weeks, and after that, as they determine under the random drug testing that they order. Provide phone numbers for home, son, employer. Recommended by probation to be evaluated for substance abuse, mental health issues, and the treatments indicated. Roll and follow that during pendency of this action. Also, you'll be under house arrest at your residence at 775 Lafayette Street, Greenfield. You have to be there at all times unless you're working, going to and from work, medical appointments, work proceedings, in this or any other case. May also attend appointments with an attorney or probation officer, in this or any other case. Good any kind of schooling, job training, educational programming, also church services, and as we're getting close to holiday season, any family holiday events. Other than that, you have to be there at all times. If you don't comply with any of these conditions, the court could revoke your LR bond and have you held until further order. Do you have any questions, Ms. Fleming?
I don't think so.
All right, thank you. That's it then.
Yes, sir.